And we're back at it like a bad habit, chat. Red Nation in the cut. What's good with everybody, man? What's good? What's good? This is your boy Red. So we're going to dive right into this video, but before doing so, man, please feel free to hit that like button, hit the sub if you're new. I want you guys to share this video. Let's blow this video up. I want people to see it, right? And we're gonna go right into it. If you guys have any questions, put it down in the comments below. I will explain every detail on why I did what I did on this build and how I use it, so that way you guys have some in-depth knowledge on like how Red Nation thinks and how he creates builds to like create a maximum performance. All right, so let's go right into it. So as you guys can see, first name, last name, this is Red Nation's build. We are actually creating the build in which I play in NBA 2K currently, right? Not my first build, not my stretch, the interior facilitator. So we're gonna go into it. Okay, first thing you're gonna do, right? You're gonna start here at the skill breakdown. You're gonna choose the second pie right here. Now, hold on, let me go back real quick. Before choosing this pie, there is this pie chart. I wouldn't recommend this pie chart. This one has higher driving dunk, higher finishing, but it gives you so many less badges. You want this one. You want this one. Trust me, that's the one you want. All right. Oh, by the way, this is a power forward build, but it's there. You guys can see it, but I forgot to say it. It's a power forward. You need to make it a power forward. You make them a small forward, it's not going to work. So you're going to max speed. That's speed and vertical, so the very first pie chart for that. And then after that, we get into the skill breakdown. Okay, so the skills, these attribute points are tricky. All right, so if you guys don't do exactly what Red Nation is doing with these attribute points, it's not going to come out right, and you'll be missing out on stuff. The first thing that I want to point out about these attributes, right? You will see at certain points in time that I leave something at a 56, right? Or a 66 or a 76 or whatever, what have you, right? When I do that, it's because I am planning for it to go to 60 or to 70 with that +4 from being 99 overall. I plan all my builds for 99 and not for the current. So what that means is if I'm sitting around creating a build, right, I don't want the build to be good right now. I want it to be good at the end because I'm looking for the late game. The late game to me is more important, right? Feel free to make changes to your build when you're making it if you feel like something needs to be excluded. But I utilize every single thing this build has to offer. Everything. So if you follow my lead, you will see exactly how Red Nation makes his build, and you should be able to do the same. Okay, first things first, we're going to max close shot and then lower it by 1. The reason for it is close shots allow you to create all different type of animations, those running animations towards the rim in case it forces you to shoot. You'll be able to green those consistently. Shooting from the closer hip, if like somebody pass out and like you're just kind of like open and you don't want to lay up because you're afraid of intimidator, you can shoot a close shot. It's kind of like a bailout. It's a bailout. It's a bailout attribute. But you need it though, because if you don't have that attribute on, then like it could be the difference between if you made a shot or if you missed it. All right. It also helps you with your layups, by the way. It gives you quicker layup animations depending on your close shot. All right. So driving layup. We're gonna go to driving layup, and we're going to make this a 56. The reason why, like I told you, in NBA 2K22 they utilize something called the rule of 10, and what that is if you have a 56 in something, like a driving layup, the game registers all of your layup animations as a 50 driving layup. They don't care about the second number. They only care about the first. They put you in brackets of 10. But at 99 overall, I will be in the 60 bracket for layups, which means my layup animations will be somewhat faster. I don't care about the layup animations because I plan on dunking all over people, but this is important to note because it's going to change things for you. Okay. So next up, driving dunk. We're going to max driving dunk. This is going to be a 75. And I know what you guys are thinking. Oh, but Red, you just said the rule of 10. It doesn't get to 76, right? So that means you won't get 80. Shouldn't you just go to 70 and save the points? Well, that is a good question, subscriber. It is a very good question. But here's the thing. I have taken into account, right, every single thing about this build. And I know for a fact by the time everything is all said and done, his wingspan will be tall enough for me to reach that 76 bracket. Like I said, I've already thought of all of this. All right, next up, standing dunk. You're going to max that, right? Now you could bring your standing dunk to a 76, but those extra 5 points lower your finishing badges by 2. It's not worth. Max it, and get your 14. Okay? That way you can have the most amount of finishing badges you could possibly get on this build. Alright? Next up, we got shooting. Alright? Nothing special here. You're going to max everything in shooting because we're going to be increasing our wingspan. Okay? By increasing our wingspan, it's going to be lowering these stats. So, max them. Alright? And as you can already tell, we have 14 finishing badges and 16 shooting badges offensively. You are a monster. Right? Just off rip, you are monstrous. Alright? Diving into playmaking, all of these things are going to be maxed. You're going to max everything in playmaking. And then after that, you're going to lower ball handle by 1. You lower it, you see how I'm able to lower it by 1? At a 60, I get 17, right? And then at 61, it's still 17. So you get to save the point there. That's going to come in handy later down the line. That little 1 point. Alright? So here's the next thing you're going to want to do. Interior defense. Now we're diving right into defense. Right? Before we go into there, if you look at the badge layout already, you have 14 finishing, 16 shooting, and 17 playmaking. This is by far one of the most dramatic, like, badge layouts that I've ever seen in 2K. Like, so far, you have badges everywhere. There's so much, it's like almost overwhelming. You're going to be grinding this build for so long that it's not even going to be funny, right? Like, even if you, like, go play a shit ton of microwave games, it's gonna take you a while. It is what it is. Like, it's a lot of badges. All right. So next up, we're gonna max out interior defense. Right. We want to get to that 70 category as soon as possible, so we have better defensive animations. Right. We're going to max block, offensive, and defensive rebound. So now we're breaking the rule of 10, because as you can see, I could lower this to 66. Right? Whatever. It doesn't matter, because at this point you have received everything you needed for your build, and you're left with 3 points. With those 3 points, if you put them in the free throw, they don't give you another shooting badge. So here's what I do. Right? I bring my steal to 30, my lateral quickness to 40, and my perimeter defense to 40. Right? You could also lower all of these, right? Put it in the post hook, but it's not going to change it. You could lower it, put it in the driving layup, but it's not going to change it. You see what I'm saying? So the best thing to do with it is do it like that. Mind you, it doesn't change your badges, but it gives you a new bracket. And for me, like I said, those brackets are important to me. So, done there. Next thing we're going to do is body shape, right? So, contrary to popular belief, right, body shape is really important. It determines the amount of, like, your silhouette of your character and how much space he can hold. What I mean by that is, the bigger the body, the bigger the frame of your character, the more likely you are to give a contest. You can be really skinny and not contest people. I don't know if you've seen that this year, especially because defense is so spotty. My recommendation is to go to built or burly. I don't like burly because this is a double-edged sword, right? With burly, you get the best animations for contesting people, right? You get the best, hands down. But it also works as a double-edged sword because people get the best animations to contest you. That's why I'm going built. Alright? I have on good authority. This is the greatest fucking body shape that you can choose for your character because it determines, like I said, that contest. Right? That plus, you know, your weight, your wingspan, like, it plays a lot of factors. But this definitely plays a hand. You make like a slight, like, look at your chest. Look at the compact, right? Like, look at your legs. Look at your arms. Right? You're really thin. And yes, the animations will look more clean when you're skinny and you get those nice block and snatch block animations, but it doesn't matter how clean it looks. It matters on actually getting the stop. Built. All right. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to go to height. Right? Height, we're not going to change a thing. He's 6'9". I play a 6'9" big. Now, you could increase his height, right? You could lower his height. I tested all of this. 6'9" is the sweet spot for the build this year. This is what I would recommend. Okay? Go 6'9". You make him lower, sure, he gets better shooting, more driving. I don't care. It's not that important, right? You could if you want to, or you can increase his height to 6'10". You want to be a little taller. It doesn't matter. I guard 7'3s just like anybody else. Like, I play good defense. So your weight. Okay, so weight here is kind of important, right? You're going to lower his weight by 2. And I know y'all thinking, like, that doesn't seem like a lot, right? But if you can see, what I did, right? I know some of you guys are going to be like, I want minimum weight. I want to be skinny, right? So I can get more speed. Like, that doesn't matter because you're going to get speed boost animations for the playmaking badges, right? You want to have some weight to you so you can throw people around with your post takeover. And that's what the weight's for. All right, you're gonna go down by 2, right? And your driving dunk will be a 76. Oh, look, the magical number, right? And then 41 perimeter defense and a 41 lateral quickness, right? That doesn't matter, but you get those for free, right? Now, wingspan. Okay, now there are 2 ways you can get this build with the wingspans, okay? At 88, you'll get the same name that I have, right? And you'll start off with a 73-pointer. Right? But I get what you guys are thinking. Like, okay, so why did you choose something different if you get a better 3-point shot early with this build? I'm going to tell you. Because standing dunks are important to me, right? And as you can see, at an 89, it's an 87, right? Which means you get a 90 standing dunk, right? But at a 91, which is the max wingspan, you get a 91 at start. And it goes to 95. And 95 creates a new form of standing dunk animation of nonsense. Your close shot goes up significantly, and your driving dunk goes to a 78. Which means you get better driving dunk animations at 99, as well as standing dunk animations, all of that. Like, you're just going to be a monster. And as you can see, 3-point shot is only a 68, right? I get it. It's low. But you're planning for the 99 with all of the badges that you have, and which I'll break down for you guys. Like, it's going to make a huge, huge difference. But feel free, if you guys believe that you want a higher 3-pointer at the start, go 88. 88 or 91 will give you the name. Anything in between will not. All right, so 88 or 91. I'm going 91. This is how I made my build, because I wanted higher block. I wanted more rebounding. I wanted more defensive rebounding. Right? I want everything. Right? I want to be able to be super dominant. And that's a 91. And as you can see, you get all of these takeover badges, right? You get post take, rim protector, spot up shooter, glass cleaner, all right? So here's my argument, right? Let's go through them. So let's start with glass, right? Glass cleaner receives the ability to read out boxes. You know, you can contest better, you can secure boards, and put back more consistently, right? Here's my thing about glass cleaning takeover, right? I don't feel like it adds value to this build. I'm gonna tell you why. Most builds in NBA 2K, when people make a build, they minimum the weight of their build because they want to be fast, right? You are already heavier than most. When you box out, it doesn't matter if they have glass cleaning take, they're not pushing past you. They're just not. You're too big, right? So that way it's like I don't feel that it's necessary. Sorry, my daughter just got me a muffin. Thank you, baby. So next up is spot up shooter, right? Spot up shooter is cool, right? You get to shoot, you get an improvement on shooting. That plus Dyma plus shooting boost will get you in the 80 bracket of shooting with this build, right? I get it. It's excellent badge, right? I'm not faulting it, but you don't want people to know you can shoot, so they leave you open in the corner or wherever the fuck you're standing so you can shoot a shot. You don't want people to know that. Ignore it. Rim protector. All right, now rim protector's cool, right? If this was last year, I would recommend either going this or post take. But here's my problem with rim protector this year, man. Interior defense is shit, right? If you don't really know how to move inside the paint, and I don't mean that to like say people are trash, but I'm like, there's a new form of understanding on how to play against people inside the paint. Right, it's a lot of movements and predictions and keeping people from being underneath the rim so they don't get an automatic bucket. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of bullshit. And rim protector take doesn't help you enough. It doesn't help me enough. That's why I don't go with it. Now we have the glorious S rank post scoring take. All right, you can back people down, you can throw people around, right? You can do great spin moves, you get better drop step animations. Like, it's just an all-around good fundamental thing. And if you activate it, you still get bonuses to your block and rebounding with it. So why would I go with anything else? Rednation, the post score. I'm going with post take. But guys, feel free to go with that with whatever you like. But guess what? You go with this fucking spot up take, you ruin the whole build because people are gonna guard you. Go with anything else, you're good. And just like that, we have built ourselves an interior facilitator like John Collins, Antoine Jameson, and Wendell Carter Jr. All right. Now, before we end off this video, I want to show you guys the badges for this build and how I did it. It's extremely important for you guys to kind of understand the badge loadout, right? And like, look how many badges these are, chat. look how many badges. They say, right? They say if your build goes over a certain point of badges, right? That's how you know it's goated, right? So let me do the quick math, right? I think the number was 50. So if your build goes over 50 badges, you made a great build, right? In total, 14, 16, 17, 7. So 54. That's off the top of my head, I think. I think it's 54. You guys can do math, but it's over 50. So over 50 badge points in total on this build. It's insane. Insane. So let's dive into it. All right? So first thing you're going to do, Fast Twitch Hall of Fame. This is a must-have. Slithery Finisher, must-have. Limitless Takeoff, must-have. These 2 points here, you can go Posterizer and Drop Stepper. Just fast version. This is how I normally run it. You can also go like this. I would never take anything off of Slithery, never take off or Fast Twitch. You need all of those, right? And if you already get those extra badges from last season when you're looking at this build, feel free to put more points in however you like. But I run it like this. All right? It's just that simple. It's just that simple. Shooting badges. All right? We're gonna go Sniper, Hall of Fame, Corner, Catch, Hot Zone, Green Machine, Lucky 7. This is the badge layout, and then after that you have extra points to spend. Once you get the badges to look like this, right? All you have to do, like that. This is how I run it, right? Now some of you may say, oh, why didn't you put Hot Zone Hunter Hall of Fame for the extra 2 points, right? So my argument is if you leave Hot Zone Hunter on silver, right, and corner specialist, you have a lower 3-point shot. You want as many bonuses from that corner as possible because that's where people are going to leave you open at. The big man is going to sit inside the paint. You're going to be posted up there in the corner, and then you're going to pull a shot, and then ta-da, that's a green, right? And they're going to be like, God damn, he's like shooting consistently, right? They're going to feel like they can't stop you. Or these badges plus Dimer and shooting boost, man, you're never going to miss if you know your jumper. I promise you. Never miss. Unless you're lagging, but you never miss it. All right? So next up, Playmaking. And we have a shit ton, right? Unblockables first, right? Quick first step is second. Bullet pass is third. Triple threat juke. All right, now let me tell you about triple threat juke and quick first step. Because these two moves create god tier animations. And I'm still grinding all of my playmaking badges on this build, mind you, right? But triple threat juke, right? When you have the ball in your hands and you just received it and you haven't dribbled and you use the right stick to move your leg around and then you run through, oh, it gives you crazy blow-by animations. You're going to look like the fucking Flash on the court. It's going to be crazy. And you guys are going to love it. Trust me. Trust me. It's a W. It's a dub. All right? And then we're going to go bailout, glue hands, right? Break starter. And then after that, needle thread of silver. This is what it looks like. Now, I know you guys know that Rednation can dribble on this build, right? I'm not going to go hyperdrive, right? We just don't, we're too big and we don't have the stamina to really use hyperdrive, to utilize it the way like a dribbler would. So we don't do it that way. We just dribble when we can, right? Like, mind you, we're not supposed to be a primary guard, but we can move the ball around. This is what it would look like. And if you guys are going to the threes court with this build, just put downhill like this. Okay? So that's playmaking. And as you can see, that's a shit ton of badges, guys. We got so many badges. All right. Next up, defense. Defense is the easiest part of this build, right? Because it's super, super, like, scummy, right? And what I mean by scummy is, like, this is the most toxic way to play defense. And you have 7 badges. So I know you guys are thinking, like, bro, you can't really defend. Bro, I lock people the fuck up. I lock people up. This is the layout that I'm using. I'm not even running interceptor. I get in front of you with rim protector, right? Clamps if you're trying to get the perimeter past me because I use L2 because I know when to time that, right? Intimidator, this just helps out from somebody manages to get through. Chase down artist, you need to have it on bronze to get the animations. Rebound chaser, you need that to get the animations. And that's where we at. It's a very simple process. It ain't hard, guys. It ain't hard. This is my build. This is my baby. This is what I've been running on. This is probably what I'm going to continue to run on until I'm finished with it, until I decide on working on something new. It's a unique name, so people really won't know what you're capable of doing because it's like nobody knows about it. You know what I mean? So hopefully this video has helped you. And if you are still here right now, listen, guys, I need you guys to share this video, guys. If you made it to the end, if this video was helpful, I know a lot of you guys have been asking about the build, and I'm posting it. I'm entrusting it to you guys. Share this video, guys. Like it. Tell people about it. Put the links in your social media and be like, yo, check out this new build on 2K. Bro, blow my video up. I'm asking you, help me the way I helped you. This has been your boy Rednation, man. You guys have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Stay up, stay blessed, stay fucking toxic, you heard me? This has been your boy Red. God bless. Peace out.